Hello, it's me, Sky, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about all the things that I worked on in December. I'm sure that for you guys, December is a very busy month, and so you know when I say I had a busy time, you know what I'm talking about. I was buying gifts, I was going to gatherings, I was cooking, I was spending time with family, those types of things, and so crafting was something that kind of fell a little bit by the wayside. I still did do some stuff though, but I feel like December will probably be one of my least productive months as far as crafting and hobbies go. So of course I'm not gonna have any array of finishes to show you, but I did finish something. Well, I'll explain. But first, I want to let you guys know that I will be talking about things that aren't diamond painting related. I will talk about diamond painting, but I'm gonna do that first. So I'll show you the diamond painting stuff that I did, and then if you guys don't want to hear about anything other than diamond painting, then you'll be free to go after that, because then I'll talk about my other hobby stuff. So I expect this video to be kind of short, but I expect that a lot of times and then I ramble for like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna try not to ramble. I'm gonna try to be not necessarily quick, but to the point. And let me switch over so I can show you the diamond paintings that I worked on in December. Okay, last month when I did my November wrap up, I talked about my December plans and how I was going to finish the Christmas kit that I had started. And yeah, that fell by the wayside really quickly. So this is all I have done. I think I was somewhere in this bottom row. Sorry about my lighting right now. The sun is going down and there's glare everywhere, but doing the best I can. I think I had done somewhere along in here. So I did all of this in December, which is not a lot, but like I said, I was busy doing a lot of other things. This kit is called Midnight Joy. It's from Diamond Art Club. It is by the artist Teresa Donahue McManus. It was in the Christmas mystery box from Diamond Art Club. And the size is very manageable. One would think I could have completed this in December, but it just didn't work out that way. Let me show you the top of the kit in case you've never seen it before. Oops, sorry I bumped you. There is a lot of blocking up there towards the top, so I feel like that'll go a little bit faster. This stuff down here with the presents is a little bit more time consuming because there's a lot of confetti, but it's really fun. It's not frustrating confetti. It's really fun confetti, and I love the effect of all this shading that it's putting on the presents. It's one of those that kind of like looks a lot different as the print on the canvas than it does after you put the drills on it. I don't know why it is, but after I do a section, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that looked like that. I didn't realize that was a bow or a ribbon or whatever. I'm just having a lot of fun putting the drills down on this, and that is not always the case. Sometimes I will get frustrated if there is like too much confetti or the confetti seems to be kind of pointless. Though that doesn't often happen with Diamond Art Club kits, so I think that this is actually going to be fun enough that I'm going to keep working on it. So I said in my November wrap up and December plans video that I was going to stop working on this one if I didn't finish it by Christmas, and I think I still want to. I'm enjoying it so much that I think I still want to keep going. I don't know if I want to keep going all the way till I finish this one, but I think that for now I do want to keep working on it. I'm not all the way over the Christmas spirit just yet. So I'm going to keep this one out a little while longer. I don't know if I'm going to say for my January plans that I want to actually finish this one, or if I'm going to get to a certain point where I feel like it's enough and then move on and put it away until next Christmas. So at the end of January, when I do my January wrap-up video, then I'll let you know how that turned out. But also, I did do my January little snowman in the Diamond Art Club 2025 calendar. So I worked on him on New Year's Eve. That's what I did as I crept towards, woof, I've got to do better with the attacking of the camera today. I don't know what's gotten into me. But I worked on this as I counted down for the new year. I did get it done before we were in 2025, so I get to count this as a December finish. I'm not going to count each one of these as like an actual diamond painting finish, but just for these little videos where I talk about what I worked on in a month, I will show you that I finished this small project. It is so adorable. I really, really enjoyed this. I was able to complete it in one sitting, though it was a rather lengthy sitting. But you know, I'm slow. But and this one, you pretty much have to single place it because of the way the drills are dispersed. It's not like equal distance apart. So everybody's single placing these. We're all in this boat together. And so I really, really enjoyed it. I think that many of you will also have the calendar and we'll all be working on these together throughout the year. And I just think that's a fun thought to be working on one each month and think of that lots of friends are working on this at the same time as me. So while I don't count it as a finish, I am going to probably show you these each month as just like a little mini finish. That's what we'll call them. So as far as plans for diamond painting for the month of January, obviously I'm going to continue on Midnight Joy, like I said, but whenever it is that I get either finished with or tired of working on a Christmas kit, I am going to switch. And I have decided that my next kit is going to be What Lies Beneath. This is by Dakota Datweiler. It is from Diamond Art Club. It's square drill. It is, let's see the sizing. Is my light so terrible that we can't even see anything? It is 27.6 by 34.7 inches or 70 by 88 centimeters. This one I have never unboxed on the channel and I couldn't tell you why. I bought this like two and a half years ago and I just never unboxed it. So I may do an unboxing video whenever I get ready to work on it. I have reasons for choosing this one as my next kit, but I will explain that in a different video where I talk about my like yearly plans or year-long goals. But that is the one that I want to work on next, at least for right now. If my mood changes, then I will pick something else. I'm not going to be very rigid with my plans because that's how we burn out and we don't want to burn out. Okay, that is the diamond painting related content for this video. So now I'm going to talk about other hobby stuff, not diamond painting. So if you're just here for the diamond painting stuff and you don't want to hear about the rest, then thank you so much for being here and I'll see you next time. But for those of you who want to see more hobby stuff, I have some crochet things to show you, and I think I'm going to turn the light on now because the glare won't matter as much with crochet as it did with the shiny canvases on the diamond painting. Okay, enjoy this glare right here. So last month I showed you that I had made this stocking in 2023 and that I wanted to make a matching green one for this Christmas. And I did end up doing that. So here is my green one. I cannot tell you why the brim of the green one is thicker than the red one. I cannot tell you why. I feel like I followed the pattern as closely as possible both times. And I really could just I don't know what happened, but I do think that I like this chunkier one better. So hopefully if I ever do another one of these stockings, I will have the same happy accident where I get a thicker brim. But I actually finished this one this morning and it's January the 2nd. So I finished this in January and not in December, but I'm showing it now because I'm gonna put up all my Christmas decorations today or maybe tomorrow, and this is going to get packed away with all of the other Christmas stockings. And so I wanted to go ahead and show it now because I'm not going to dig all the Christmas stuff back out at the end of January just to show you the stocking. So here it is. It's finished. Technically not a December finish, but we're counting it as a December finish anyway. Oh, by the way, I got a lot of questions about that stocking pattern whenever I showed it in my November wrap-up video. So I will go ahead and link, it was a video tutorial on YouTube that I followed to be able to make that. So I will just link to that video down below if you're interested in making one of those stockings for yourself. I don't know if anybody's making a stocking in January except for me, but just in case you're interested, it'll be down there. One of my other plans for December was to finish this shawl that I clearly started in the fall because these are just absolute fall vibes. And no, I did not get it done. I really didn't have much left. I really thought I could do it, and I don't know why. I just could not manage to make it happen. I did have an incident with that stocking that I just showed you where I don't know actually what happened. I was working on it while I was watching a movie, and I messed up. I don't know where I messed up, but it must have been like right at the start of it because I got about halfway through that stocking and I had to unravel the whole thing and start over. So I'll give that as the excuse why I didn't do more work on this project, is because that stocking took twice the time because I did almost the whole thing twice. But I didn't finish it. I still want to finish it. I don't even remember if I worked on it at all. I think that I did. But I am, I think, one row from changing color back to this pumpkin spice to do one last stripe of this color, and then it's just a little bit of border in the gold and it'll be done. So I'm just like, I think this is a 6-row repeat for each stripe. So 6 rows, 7 rows, and then whatever the border rows, and I would be done. And it's been just sitting here. I don't know why I don't just finish it. So that is what I want to do in January. I really want to finish this one, have it done, weave in all the ends, obviously, and have it ready for next fall in case I want to wear it. I'm still not sure about the colors. You guys comforted me after I showed it last time and you said that the colors were fine. So I'm thinking I'll probably try to wear it at least once, but I mean, it'll keep me warm. It'll serve its purpose. And once the shawl is done, I am going to work on these cute little guys that I got for Christmas from my friend Christiane. This is a Woobles set. Well, these are a set, and then this is a little friend to go with him. But this is the Ravenclaw Raven, and so it's just this little guy, and I'll be able to make him. All of the supplies are in here. I've not done a Woobles kit before, but I am excited to try. And then there's a little scarf, a little Ravenclaw scarf that he can wear. And then here is this little tiny friend. Such a cutie. I feel like I can work through these pretty quickly as long as I've never really, well, maybe one time I've made like a amigurumi type crochet piece, but I'm not very experienced in this regard. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to work through these quickly enough, and hopefully I won't mess them up. But I am so excited for those. They're so cute, and thank you, Christiane, if you're watching. And maybe next month I'll get to show them to you finished. I also have plans for starting a temperature blanket in this month and going all throughout the year of 2025. So have I been saying the right year? Have I talked about the year in this video and been calling it 2024? I don't know, but it's 2025. So yes, I'm gonna do a temperature blanket for this year. I have not started it yet. I have nothing to show you. I have bought yarn. I'm still unsure about my choices, but I'm going to talk about that in a whole yearly goal video. But that is something that I plan to work on this month. As far as cross stitch goes, I showed you my one project last month that I was going to try to get finished. Did I? Nope, I didn't touch it at all. So again, my goal for this month, we're rolling it over. I want to finish Shane, Happy Shane with his happy chicken. And my son really wants me to do Abigail, which is just another character from this same game, Stardew Valley, and there's another pattern in the same book that I got this pattern out of that's her, and he wants me to do that one for him, so I really need to get this finished so that I can do that one before he loses interest, so I really have a little bit of pressure. His birthday is next month. I wonder if I could get it finished in time. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're not adding tasks right now. I'm gonna just try to finish this one. That's the goal. Okay, I think now we have talked about all of the things I have to show you like on the table. So I will switch back to my face and we'll talk about some more stuff. Okay, back to my face. And Kenneth is grinding on a car outside or drilling or banging on stuff. I'm unsure of what's taking place. I'm sure you could hear it in the last clip, and I'm sure that you will hear it in this one, but I can't do anything about him. I can't make him stop. He's gonna be doing it. Okay, we're gonna talk about books now. So I said in December I wanted to read Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret, or at least I think that's what it's called. It's by Benjamin Stevenson. I'll show you the picture of the cover, but I didn't read it, so I can't really tell you much more than that. I checked with my library. I was gonna get it there because it's just a novella. I didn't want to purchase it. It's like $16 on Amazon and that's like not a high price for like a hardcover book, but it's just a novella. I just wanted to quickly get it from the library, read it in a day, and that be the end of it. But my library had a hold of like 3 or 4 people, and they weren't even expecting to get their copy of it until like 3 days before Christmas. So it wasn't gonna happen for me. Instead, I just looked around the library and I found this book, and it's called Carols and Chaos. It's by Cindy Anstey. I had never heard of this before, and honestly, I don't care for romance books. I just really don't generally get along with those very well. There have been some that I like, but I didn't really expect to like this one. It is a historical romance, and I do tend to jive better with historical stuff, and this one was, the romance is very sweet. There's just some appropriate kissing, and that is as far as it goes. I don't typically like to read a lot of smuttiness in my books. I don't like for it to get too heavy that way, and so this was perfect for me, actually. I really would probably read more from this author just because I enjoyed the writing style. It wasn't just over the top literarily beautiful. It was telling the story, and it was telling it well. And this story just follows 2 characters who are servants. They are higher up servants, which I don't really understand the servant hierarchy from this era in England, but apparently if you are the lady's maid or the man's helper that helps him get dressed or whatever, you are way higher up than the people who sweep the floor or make the food. I don't know. But anyway, Kate is the female protagonist, and she has dreams of someday running her own dress shop with her mother, so she has got to keep her position, her high position as a lady's maid, to save up for one day owning a dress shop. And then Matt, who is at the manor visiting the family that Kate serves, well, I guess Matt's employer is visiting the manor, so that gives an opportunity for Kate and Matt to meet. Matt also has aspirations to own a tailor shop, so they have very similar interests. They have a lot in common, but they obviously cannot have any sort of romantic relationship because it would be improper, because they are in the positions that they are in, so it is not allowed, and everybody starts to be very concerned when they see that the 2 are interested in each other, that they are going to be behaving inappropriately and be caught and be fired. And so they are also concerned that this will happen as they grow more interested in each other, and they're like, well, there's no future for us. We can't even like kiss under the mistletoe without getting in trouble, so what are we gonna do? And then the plot thickens, and it's not just the romance plot. The romance becomes kind of a subplot because there's some counterfeiting going on in the nearby town, and some of the servants get wrapped up in it and they get kidnapped, and then Matt and Kate end up just accidentally figuring out what's going on and then getting targeted by the kidnappers, and then obviously some harrowing things take place. You know how these stories go. But I did enjoy it very much, and I am curious if there's a couple of characters in this book that seem inclined to maybe be the couple for another book, so I guess maybe this might be a series, and maybe I would read more. Maybe I would read more. That seems so weird for me to say, but also, of course, this does take place through the Christmas season, and there's carolers, there's Christmas decorations and different things mentioned throughout so that you don't forget it's Christmas, but could this have been a novel that takes place at any other time? Yes, it could have taken place at any other time. It needed to be cold. That was relevant. But other than that, yeah, it wasn't like over the top Christmassy, but I did enjoy the vibes. So as far as what I'm gonna read in January, I do wanna read 3 books. I don't know what those 3 are, but one I know. One is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I want to read this one for reasons that I'll explain in another video. I'm doing a challenge this year and I want to read this one because of the title, and it has a certain keyword that I want to hit because it will fulfill a challenge. But I'll talk about that in another video. This book, I don't remember what it's about. When I actually got it, I knew what it was about and I was interested in it, but I have read from this author before and I did really enjoy the twists and turns, the way that she writes them. So I'm hoping that this will be the same, though I have heard mixed reviews on this book. So I'm not going to reread the synopsis because I find that when, with a book that's like a mystery or a thriller, that it's best to just know nothing. Just go in blind. So since I've forgotten, I'll let myself forget and I'll find out what it's about as I go. So just briefly, I'm going to talk about games. So last month I said that I wanted to finish Octopath Traveler that I was in the middle of, and that just didn't, nope, it didn't happen. I didn't touch it. Instead, I went on a little mini vacation and I took my Nintendo Switch with me and I restarted Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and I became obsessed. So that has absorbed my month. All of my video game time has been Xenoblade. I am completely immersed. I don't even think I'm halfway through the game, but I am invested in the characters. I would tell you what the story was about, but I still don't think that I know. The main thing that I know is we're in like a different world, not Earth. And at least if it is Earth, it's very far in the distant future from us. And these characters that you're following in the game, they have a 10-year lifespan. They are used to it. This is the way things are. You have a 10-year lifespan. You're basically just born as a young teenager and you get 10 years. That's it. And then you are gone. And your life is feeding the flame clocks of this universe, and everybody wants to be the one who has the most life in their flame clock, and so that involves a lot of killing. So their whole lives is just about killing each other to get more life in your flame clock, until the characters in the game discover that it doesn't have to be that way. And that's the whole jumping off point. Everything that's in the game is happening after that point, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm very concerned for all of the characters involved. So my goal is to continue that and hopefully finish it this month, though I don't want to rush through it because I'm really interested in taking my time and I want to see as much of it as possible. But then after that, maybe we'll go back to Octopath Traveler. Okay, so that is everything. That is what I did in December and what I am tentatively planning to do in January. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry that I don't have like lots and lots of finishes to show you. I think that just the nature of doing lots of different things means that you don't finish very many of those things. It takes a long time, but thank you for being here on the journey with me. And if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up before you go, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me, if you want to keep seeing these same projects in the next month and the next month while I continue to not work on them. I'm just kidding. I really want to progress this year. I want to get stuff accomplished, but we'll see how long that resolution actually lasts. So let me know down in the comments what you worked on in the past month, or if you've worked on any of the things that I am planning to work on, if you've read any of the books or played any of the games or anything like that, then let me know how it was for you. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye!